Hey everybody, welcome to Kingdoms Reborn and welcome to the new Beyond the Borders patch. So just a quick synopsis of what we're going to be playing today. We are on the Emirates and the rest of this is all cosmetics, but I have a heart with a little purple background and the portrait is this very barbarian looking person. He's probably a person from history, I'm not very sure, but either way, that is not very important. The map, it's large, the sea level's low, the moisture is dry, the temperature's very high, and the mountain densities are medium. We are going to stay with the 7 AI players. Cheers to a new beginning. So basically, it's that new game smell. So we'll just kind of take a look around. We're looking for something similar to this right here, where it leads from like an ocean into the desert, preferably something like this where it has cannabis or tulips. This area up here is actually fairly tempting with the iron and the coal there. This area with the grapes, I don't think that it's as much river as what I would like. This is not enough and it doesn't lead into the desert itself. I don't care for this because it's into the savannah and this is too far into the savannah. I've already done a savannah playthrough. I feel that it's, for being Deity, I feel that it's kind of easy mode. For most of the Deity playthrough, it's going to be hard until it's not hard, and once it's not hard, it's I mean, pretty much GG, game over. This area right here is very tempting. We might come back to that. This area is kind of tempting. We have some grassland there, which would mean we'd be able to place down some ranches, and there's probably enough room right here to place down a ranch or two. This is probably going to be a playthrough where we encourage people to leave. This area right here with this kind of bend might be really good. This would allow us to place our empire a little bit further in than placing it on the shore, and it would let us expand that way. And it's got gold here, potential for gems there. So this is a big potential, and then we've got our iron up here with a lot of different coal. Not that we'd want to use coal from mines, at least early game, maybe later game, and this area is kind of tempting. I think for this playthrough, let's go right here. Labeled very hard, I think that's okay. And we're going to, so I know a lot of the buildings are built with clay. So let's get rid of the stone. Let's get rid of the majority of the wood. I'm going to keep 40. Let's get rid of some tools. Let's get rid of some medicine. We'll go with 100 medicine. I think that's kind of a good amount there. Let's pick up this territory, pick up this territory. That actually was a little bit more expensive. I probably should have waited just a touch longer. We'll place the town hall. We'll place it right here. Still getting used to the controls a little bit. I'm used to E and Q being to rotate buildings. Apparently it's just R. Yeah, we'll place it right there. We're going to take the trade post. I don't need guidance if I remember enough of the game from the past. And let's take a look and see what our first cards give us. Sheep ranch would be okay. Hunter and fruit gatherer will be okay. We'll take the tavern and let's see if we can place down a sheep ranch anywhere. This isn't as preferable as a pig. A pig would be a lot better. That would be able to sustain about 5 people, but this should be able to sustain about 2.5 until we get some books. So we can place one here. Let's try to get a road here and see if we can pair this like right there. Yeah, that looks good. We are going to have to gather up some stone. And what we'll do is we'll gather towards it. That will work. And then we're going to, I see some dates and I see some missing text. That's highly not uncommon. We'll go fruit gatherer and hunting lodge. And then we'll wait for another fruit gatherer and then we'll put another fruit gatherer there. We'll do trading. I think we're going to be mostly food. We'll get our trade post here. And I don't want to build houses until we get everything up and going. So I'm just gonna let these kind of do their thing for a second. Let's speed up time just a touch. And immediately they're just moving around everything, which is what we want. Probably want a storage zone closer over here. So let's go ahead and get probably a 4x4. That'd probably be big enough. And let's disallow everything but food for this one. Let's upgrade that. We will go to meticulous for right now. I don't actually care for meticulous, but at least it will do the trick. We'll build a road here. We'll build one across to here. And then we'll have 2, 4, 5 employees plus a labor. Let's lock 2 laborers there and we'll set builders. Once these 3 buildings are built, we're going to lock builders at only 2. All right, let's get a house and a house. And that's probably all we're going to build for now. Let's do the upgrade. We'll wait until we get a little bit more stones to do the other upgrade, the smokehouse. And we're probably going to shut this off the majority of the time because we're probably going to want them as laborers over wanting the meat from them, because there's not a whole lot of animals to actually, all right, let's close that for a second. Like taking a look, like there's no actual animals. So we're just going to use it for the bonus to the fruit gatherers. See if we can get another fruit gatherer. I would do fishing. In real life, fishing is probably a primary source of food that a lot of nations used, but fishing in Kingdoms Reborn is absolutely a sham. So let's drop that there and we'll get that built. Let's pick up basic medicine. We're going to go ahead and set our builders now. We're going to set them, let's set them at 2. I think that will be a okay thing, and we'll go ahead and boost that. Excellent. So we are starting to get some food in, and we've got this built, so let's go ahead and buy as many animals as we can. This is probably going to be a huge source of our income for a long time in the game, where we sell off the wool. Hopefully we can get a second sheep production somewhere, and then we use the wool from the one to actually power up the next. Nothing too useful in here right now. Let's take the free reroll. We're going to take the sheep. Let's hold out on that, and we'll try to the free reroll if we can't build the sheep. This spot right here looks very tight. People are dying of starvation, which is a little bit to be expected. It's going to be a rough playthrough to get started until a little bit further, and that is for sure. Let's limit it so they can't use wood, and let's upgrade them both to have better insulation. As it gets a little closer to the winter, we will sell whatever wool we can to buy coal, and maybe whatever wool we have, we'll use some food as well. All right, let's get non-fruit trees, and we'll pretty much gather them from our whole entire region. And that might keep them busy for the majority of the winter. We might cancel that like right as the winter's about to end. Ooh, productivity. I'd prefer passion, but we'll go with productivity. That'll help us get a little bit better food. Eventually we'll want to switch to motivation, but I mean, until we get our happiness up, that is a far cry. Let's do, ooh man, that is not the preference of that. Let's go ahead and place this up here. We'll get that building, and we'll sell off, now that we're getting close to autumn, we'll sell off our wool, we'll get some coal, and we'll just kind of try to keep it about even, or we'll just only take the 120 apparently, which is fine. Yeah, people are dying. We will take the cannibal card for the moment. We'll go ahead and plop it in. So we only gain the ability to buy wood and steel with the unlock cards, as well as we gain the ability to make military. So the town upgrade to me is not, all right, let's do it just to see the biome bonuses. 50% production to gems and gold, or 25% production to all industry, minus 50% to farm productivity. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're gonna take that. We will need to have some farms. So minus 50% is just not something that we can live with. So we're just going to have to deal with the rest basically. Let's take a look through here. We could go some more fruit. I think that will be in the long run beneficial. I do think the sheep will hold about enough for 2.5 people each. So we will want another sheep. That is a thing. We'll want clay later. For right now, we're just going to pass on it. And we will want more fruit later, but for right now, we're going to go ahead and pass on that too. No, just don't want to get any additional wild cards. I try to play without wild cards. I know a lot of people don't care for them, and I kind of see where they're going with that. Let's sell up a little bit more wool, and we'll go ahead and buy some blueberries. And what we'll do is actually, yeah, we'll do that. We'll increase and we'll increase. That way we can get a little bit more the next round of actual trading. And we're gonna try to buy some tier 1 luxuries with the next run. That way we can get our research up a little bit better. 3 science is just killing us at the moment. Let's let's just submit that and keep that out of there. I think these cards are good for now, and hopefully they'll kind of make it last until we're in a little bit better shape. I was hoping to have medicine done by year 2, but if we can get medicine, or well, I guess it's technically year 1, but I was hoping to have medicine done by now, and maybe we can have medicine done by next season. 3 people wish to join, we'll take them. we'll take that productivity. We're going to go ahead and throw that right into the sheep ranch. Hopefully that pushes us up to enough food and wool production to keep 3 people alive. Let's sell off that wool and we're going to buy some luxuries. So probably it's got to be tier 1. I'm going to say let's buy 20 tulips and let's buy 20 cannabis. We're just about breaking even there. We have a little bit more room and we've got a little bit more wool. So we'll sell the rest of the wool and we'll pick up some pork until we are at our cap there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's speed boost that. We'll speed boost our 2 fruit gatherers. Hopefully this will get us enough actual happiness to push our research a little bit faster. So we just got those in, we got our meat in. See what that does when they pick it up. So it looks like they're worth about 2 apiece. So we'll wait until we get the next one. Yeah, that increased it quite a bit. I think it was 6 science to 17. Use that off and on, but that's definitely getting us through medicine a lot quicker. Let's go ahead and get that. We'll get the irrigation pump and we'll activate medicine. We'll go ahead and build a farm and we're looking for about 60 total area. 61's close enough, so we'll go right there with that. We'll build 1 more farm on this side and we're just going to try for roughly about the same. Actually, let's start it like over here. 64, 60, perfect. And I think we're pretty close to holding our population. Our food is like real iffy. Let's sell that off. Let's pick up some beef just to that point. So we'll go 58, do the trade. We'll go ahead and speed boost that, get it going a little bit quicker. Gets us a little bit of money. Statistics Bureau over there out of the way. We can probably get rid of the cannibal card now, and we can probably trade for a little bit more. Well, we'll do coal. We'll go with 60 to try to get through the winter, and we'll pick up the remainder of beef. Hopefully that will keep us going a little bit. Yeah, dying from the cold, darn it. I just got to get to that irrigation pump, and then I got to be able to get the pump going enough to get that next sheep ranch up and going. So that's kind of my goal for this episode. I don't really want to do the stealing route. I think that's a little too easy. I do want to do fruit. I want to kind of double down on fruit and sheep because, well, here's the thing. Sheep themselves are really good once we get to clothing and we can turn the wool into clothes. The problem that I have with sheep in general is it's very micromanagey to do the trade. And let's gain those. We'll take that passion book. That's exactly what we're looking for because it will increase our happiness. We'll throw it into pretty much a fruit gather. I think we're pretty close with everybody where they're at. I think we're pretty close. So we're gonna have to do some trading for some food to kind of try to maintain it. Good thing about this is once we get medicine in, we'll be able to trade some of that medicine off. Let's see what we can buy. Buy this right down to, yeah, we'll buy it to negative 29. We are getting some income from the luxury still. They haven't quite ran out. So we'll keep to playing on that as long as we can. And let's buff pretty much anything that we can buff at this point in time. The nice thing is with the irrigation pump, we'll be able to put in the next sheep and then we can start our progress towards the forester so that we can start planting more date trees. I think it would be interesting doing a heavy immigration run where you do immigration and cannibalism and you actually cannibalize your immigrants. I think that would be an interesting playthrough. We do need, for early midsummer, we do need medicine relatively quickly here. So this could be problematic. Let's allow medicine, medical herbs. We're going to do the sell of that and we're going to go ahead and buy. It looks like food's starting to maintain, which is good, but let's buy a little bit of dates just to make it through. This is kind of a useless card, but we'll throw it in there just to keep it off of there. I think we're at a point where we can actually sell the cannibal card, which is good. Yeah, they're starting to harvest. Good. We might be getting to a point where we're semi-stable. That makes me semi-happy. If I can by year 5 be not relying on an actual trade post to keep my people alive, I'll be pretty happy. I understand that we're probably going to do a lot of trade in this, but I'd like it to be auto trade and I'd like it to not be for basic supplies. Let's buy coal just to keep us through the winter. I think we need about 60 per year, and then we will get some more. We'll do a little bit more lamb and we'll just buy it like right down. That is the irrigation pump. So let's start on the forester. I think that's the route. We'll go ahead and take that. Let's sell that off. And where do we want to put this? I think let's place it right there. We don't have any stone. Oh, well, we can fix that. Just take all that. We'll take whatever's down this way. We're out We're out of tools, so we do need to buy some. Thankfully, we're only going through like, I think it's somewhere around 9 or 10 per year. So we'll buy 20 just for good measure. We'll sell off that wool. We're still in an okay shape for money, so I think that that's gonna do it. How do we look for this sheep? Because we're gonna have to put it there. We'll put it like right up against it. So I wish we could place it, but it wouldn't actually build until it was ready. That's kind of my wish. That's something that I would like to see in the future, but that's okay. We're still getting the last of the stone, and then they should start building this, and then as soon as they start building that, we'll start selling for the actual irrigation there. Let's sell that off. Let's pick up some beef. We'll go about like that. We got 3 immigrants. Let's hope for a good book. Passion is amazing. Let's throw that in there. People are leaving unhappy. Happiness should, as soon as food starts to get leveled, happiness should start curve. That's what we're looking for. What are we at here? 99 stone. There we go. We'll start building that soon here. And then we can start putting in our aqueducts. Let's go ahead and sell the cannibal card. I don't think that it's needed anymore. And let's go through these cards real quick. I think we're okay for fruit. I think that we're okay for sheep for quite some time. Let's go ahead and pass on that. We'll pick up another irrigation pump for this side over here. I think that will be a must. I don't think that we need anything in here. I don't know that we have anywhere that we can build a quarry. So let's pass on that. I will pick up a clay yard at this point in time, and we'll go ahead and just do that just to get all that off of our bar. Complete. Ditches now become available. So let's see what we can do. I think that's where we want it. So we just have to get enough ditches to get as far back as we need. So we're going to go like that. Hopefully that's enough. And man, talk about just shy. Let's go. That gift might have been, oh, not enough. All right, let's trade what we can trade. So we'll trade off that right there, and we'll build 3 more. Yeah, we'll build 3 more. Wait for it to upgrade. There we go. Excellent. Now we're just going to need to get more stone and more clay to kind of make that work. Once we get that, we should have enough to feed 5 people from our two sheep farms, and then we should be getting in enough wool to kind of feed another 5, and then we can start turning this area into a green as soon as we get that forest. So I think we're getting close here, getting happy here. Not that this is going to be like an easy start. My guess is until we get to the middle age and we get to the irrigation, the granary, that this is not going to be an easy playthrough. Let's do clay, and we'll just pick up 40 clay, and let's go ahead and speed boost to that. We have a good amount of medicine, and we're going through only 90 per year. So our next trade, we'll trade off some medicine. Here's my prediction. It's going to take the granary to get our bonus to everything before we're kind of in a decent shape, and then it's going to take to warehouse to really kind of nail it in, and at that point in time I think we'll be pretty stable. Let's get a road up this way. We're going to have to sell what we can sell in order to push the sheep, and we might have went a little too zealous with the trying to get the sheep up and going that quick. So let's sell that wool. I should have probably bought some actual food there, but I think doubling down on getting the sheep up and going will be more beneficial. We'll sell off some medicine. I forgot about that. I meant to sell off 200 meds. We'll do that now. We'll sell 200 of that. It gets us a little bit more. We'll pick up 40 beef to try to get it through to the spring, and we'll go ahead and buy, we'll buy those. We'll pick up the immigrants because we're going to need, oh man, that was rough. There was a lot of people that left from starvation. Let's get rid of that. Let's drop the employment bureau over here. I need some people because we need things back up and going. I need at least 2 adults. Come on, 2 adults. 3 adults. Excellent. Let's grab this passion book, throw those 2 in there because that will be productive soon. Hopefully with the passion book, these will each supply 3 people plus the wool, and we'll prioritize these, and then we'll prioritize these. I think that's going to be 5, 6 of our 7 adults. We'll limit that, and then we'll wait on that one. So we'll keep this prioritized. We'll throw that in there. I think that's the route. Let's sell pretty much all the wool and buy all the beef we can buy, and we'll try to make that we could probably get, and we'll try to make that work until this sheep ranch gets started here. And I think this is a good spot to end the first episode. Thanks for joining, guys. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode where I'm thinking we get another sheep farm up here somewhere, and we're going to get the forester, and when we get the forester, we're going to start pushing our fruit production of dates, and then we'll start expanding out our houses. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next episode.